Hey, what is going on? This is Alex Becker and welcome to another episode of Source TV. Now, if you are brand spanking new to SourceWave, don't know what the hell this is or what the hell I'm doing right now, this is a big SEO resource online where over 100,000 SEOs come every month to learn how to make, shit tons of money with SEO. And what I'm going to be talking about today is kind of how to do exactly that. I'm going to be showing you how in less than 5 days I was able to create a site that pulls in over $1,000 per month. This is a cool little case study. I kind of talked a little bit on Facebook. I actually mentioned making a course out of it, but I decided instead of charging you a large hefty sum for this, I'm just going to give it to you. All right, so that's exactly what we're going to be getting into on Source TV today. And cue the intro. All right, so first off, before we get into this, I have to point out I really like this post because it sounds like the perfect headline for some get-rich-quick scheme on the internet. In less than 5 days, you can press this button and you will just shit money. And yeah, I realize that I've seen a lot of headlines like that before, but today I'm just going to be giving this away to you and showing you how I legitimately did it. And what I really want to strike home with this post, and that's me striking home and maybe hitting a midget with a hammer, whatever you want to go with, what I really want to strike home is just how easy it is to make money. Now, what I'm going to be showing you today is, in short, yes, how in 5 days I was able to make a $1,000 per month SEO site. Now, before we get into this, it took me about a week and a half to do. Sorry to let you down. I know it's not exactly 5 days. Don't start throwing Australian tomahawks at me. But what I did with this, it took me about 3 days to rank the site and about 5 days to rent the pages. Now, this doesn't require any selling. This doesn't require any complicated SEO. In fact, I hate to say it, you could probably be a complete idiot and do this. Now, I'm never going to encourage you to be like the kind of internet marketer. However, it's pretty simple to do. And what I do during this, I'm going to be breaking this down in the training session, is I find searches out there that no one is just targeting, that are based around high-end businesses. For example, in the example I'm going to show you today, I focus on rhinoplasty. Now, if you know what rhinoplasty is, maybe you've had a nose job at one point in time or you've watched a lot of Keeping Up with the Kardashians. You know that it's probably pretty expensive, all right? And on average, a rhinoplasty surgeon will make about $8,000 per surgery, give or take, all right? So what I like to do is I find searches like that. For example, the searches I'm going to be showing you today are like Dallas rhinoplasty, Texas rhinoplasty, Plano rhinoplasty. Now, the thing about searches like this is very few SEOs go after and target these because if you throw it in the keyword planner, it has zero search volume, all right? It's just how it is. And I have shown off these searches multiple times in multiple places, and there's always some guy who's just like, well, it has no search volume, therefore it is not worthwhile. All right, correction. Now, the big thing you have to comprehend is just because the keyword tool says there's no search volume does not mean people are not searching for it, all right? When it says there's no search volume, it means that exact phrase is not typed in more than 10 times per month or something like that. Now, if you think that nobody, and in this example I'm going to be using a suburb called Plano, if you think nobody in the entire suburb is looking for rhinoplasty, you're a complete idiot. What's happening is people are not typing in Plano rhinoplasty, they're typing in best Plano rhinoplasty, where to find rhinoplasty in Plano, rhinoplasty area code. They're typing in all sorts of broad stuff. So when you're able to go out there and rank for these searches, you end up ranking for all of them because no one's targeting these searches. So what I then do, all right, a surgeon makes about $8,000 per month from one client, all right? Do you think if I rank first for rhinoplasty Plano and every other term around rhinoplasty in Plano, they're not going to rent the page out to me for $50 per month? All right, I'm going to be showing you exactly how I was able to rent these pages out more and more. And where the easy money comes from this, say I charge a surgeon $300 per month to rent this page. And by the way, this does not apply just to surgeons. I'm going to get into this in the training. But say I rent it out for $300 a month. All right, if that surgeon gets one client over the span of the entire year, that will cost him about $3,600 per year. He will have made his money back 2 times over. If he gets 2 clients over the span of the entire year, it's like 4 or 5 times over. It's absolutely ridiculous, so it's the easiest sell in the whole entire world, and I do this using call centers. So here's the big nut. Here's the big get-rich-quick scheme, all right? I rank these sites for very easy terms. I can rank them literally in days. I can blanket the whole entire broad search for them instantly. In fact, I can rank multiple times on the first page for these searches. Then I go out there, I rent these searches to high-end businesses that make a lot of money per sale. That way the rental is just so easy to sell to them. I then use call centers to sell that to them. Now I'm going to be hopping over to training right now and I'm going to be showing you step by step how I do this and how you can do it as well. All right, cool.
Alright guys, this is Alex Becker and I'm coming at you with some hot SEO action. Anyways, alright, so
in the intro before this, I kind of explained the overall strategy. Find a high-end niche where it's worth a lot to the person, where there's very, very low competition, where it doesn't look like a good search in the keyword planner, then rank that search and then basically use, I'm going to be explaining how to either use a call center or Elance, which is what I use, Elance, American contractors, to basically go and rent the site out for you. I'm actually doing the same thing with this site right now with another partner of mine. We're about to just go and start renting the heck out of these pages. Anyways, so the original site that I did, virtually the same niche. It was in the surgery niche. All my local clients, I guess if you can call them local clients, or clients that I work with, all plastic surgeons. It's something I'm very familiar with and work around a lot. Now the site I originally did this with, same exact niche, almost just different type of surgery. So hence why I just jumped over this, since I knew kind of the landscape of it. All right. Now, really quick, the reason why I'm not showing off that exact site right here is, first, I found whenever I share sites on SourceWave, there's a minute few amount of people out there that hate me and then attack the site. So you guys need to stop being such dicks. On top of that, I'm also using my real big boy PR links right there. And good enough SEO can, if he digs hard enough, track those back. So I do not want to be doing that. That's very important to me. The site I'm ranking right now, I'm using my example network. It's a great example site that I'm about to start monetizing. You can see this site right here, findrhinoplastysurgeons.com. It shows up second in Google for rhinoplasty Texas. I'm pretty sure if you type in rhinoplasty Texas surgeon, shows up first. You type in any combination of Texas rhinoplasty surgeon, shows up top of Google every single time. All right. Now, what this is a really good example of is just dominating a broad ranking. All right. And I'm sure you guys remember the keyword planner. The broad rankings were always much larger than the exact search volumes, just for obvious reasons. Now, this is really easy to do when you go and take on these types of searches, because the sites ranking for this usually don't have very strong SEO, and so you can kind of just push your way to dominating the whole entire search niche. All right, and what I mean by that is you type in anything with Texas rhinoplasty in it, any combination. I can type in Texas rhinoplasty surgery Friday, the site still shows up first. All right, now with standard affiliate sites and stuff like that, if you go and you type in guitar backing tracks, all right, there's a site that I got right here. You can see Shred Source. It's actually a pretty large search. However, if you change it up even a little bit, I can type in like acoustic guitar backing tracks. You can see the broad ranking is much more challenging to get in a niche like that. All right, you can well, we're about to break the first page for that, but you can see the broad ranking much more challenging to get. So when you're looking at the keyword planner, guys, what you have to realize is that if I rank first for this search right here, I'm looking at the exact search volume for that type of search for this. All right, but when I rank for searches like this, the keyword planner almost doesn't come into play. It will come in a little bit, but I'm basically ranking for any search ever out there that has rhinoplasty surgery Texas in it. But I'm not just doing it for this page right here. I'm doing it for rhinoplasty Plano. You can actually see showing up first and second right there. You can type in any combination of this as well. You type in rhinoplasty surgeon Allen. You can see right here, I believe we're showing up right here. It's just like a big little contagious disease all over the place. And this site over right here only has 2 PR links going to it. It has a PR3 and a PR4 link going into it for my example network. You can even go over right here, Dallas rhinoplasty surgery cost right here. You can actually see we're just showing up for Dallas rhinoplasty surgery. You can go and type in something as simple as Dallas rhinoplasty, showing up right there. It doesn't get much simpler than that. Now, what I did, guys, and I want to show you kind of from start to finish how I did this. Now, how would I make money doing this? All right, well, first off, look at all these people buying ads. In fact, if I just type in rhinoplasty Dallas, all right, it's going to show Google Places. All right, I'm going to type in, let's type in rhinoplasty Dallas. Pretty sure we'll bring up the Google Places. We can literally just go through here, and there's literally 100 businesses that will make $8,000 every single time they get a new client. I can just go through there, every single one of those businesses. Now, you think any of these businesses, even the guys on the first page, would pay $50 a month for this ranking? Yes. All right, $100 a month? Yes. $300 a month? Yes. All right, it's very easy to do, because if they get one client from this search the entire year, it pays back double. If they get 2 clients, it pays back triple for them. It's absurd. Same thing with these searches right here. You think a person would pay $100 a month to be ranked first for rhinoplasty plano or any search based around plano? Yes, because of course it's going to get him a client throughout the year, right? And this site right here, when we look at the keyword planner, it's not going to look like it's getting much traffic. It's getting around 700 visitors per month. Now let's go let's overcorrect and say all that's people from SourceWave at this point in time. Let's just say it's getting 150 visitors per month. All right, let's just say something around there. That's probably what I guesstimated at. It's worth it in gold for these surgeons. So very, very, very simple to rent links like this. Now, let's go through the steps of how I can do this really quickly. And right now we're looking at the little chalkboard I always like to whip out, and I'm calling this the landlord method, all right? Because we're basically going to be renting out pages to local businesses fairly easily. We're not even going to be selling anything. I'm going to name this the shy landlord method, all right? The shy landlord method, all right? Next time you're on War Forum, you can be like, I use the shy landlord method to sell lots of stuff. And when people ask you what that means, just go, I don't know, some weirdo on this site made it up. Anyways, so let's look at the steps of this, guys. What you first want to do is you want to pick a high-end niche with little or no competition. By high-end niche, pick a niche out there where they are making anywhere from $5,000 to $8,000 per sale. I'm actually going to include a big, giant list. If you go below and hit like, if you like SourceWave, we give you cool stuff. If you don't like us, we shun you and throw bags of burning poop at you. Anyways, if you go and hit like below, you'll get a big list of niches somewhere like this. So I want to go through this first step with you. All right, so I'm going to hop over to the keyword planner, the retarded little brother of the keyword tool. So let's hop over there real quick. All right, guys, so we're in the keyword planner, Google's latest abomination. And what I'm going to do, I'm just going to type in like rhinoplasty plano, all right? Now, when you're looking for searches like this, you're usually going to come back with some pretty disheartening results. All right, it's going to look like there's not that much search volume. Actually, this is pretty dang good, 50 searches per month. But I want to show you something, guys, like right here. You can see how many different versions of this search are out there. You can see there's tons and tons of different versions of this search. Not so much right here, but if we go and we type in, let's just type in rhinoplasty Plano, Texas. You're going to see about 10 searches right there. And what's going to happen, guys, when we dig through it, there's tons of different combinations. When people in these areas, the search volume is not large enough to have like 100 searches per month in one exact search. All right. For example, guys, when we go into Google and we type in how to lose weight, it's going to have a massive search volume because so many people type in that exact text. When we get down to these local micro niches, people are going to be typing in like rhinoplasty surgery in Plano, Texas. All right. They're going to be typing in hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of different combinations, right? So if you rank first for this and you have the broad style of ranking, you're going to end up getting way more than 50 visitors per month. So anyways, guys, what I like to do, and what I encourage you to do, I'm actually about to go to national level, but you pick a state, then you pick the cities, then you pick the suburbs, all right? The suburbs around the cities. This also works well for like kind of outlying or like the smaller cities in the area too. Like for example, there's other cities in Texas other than Dallas, Houston, Fort Worth, whatever. There's smaller kind of areas as well. Those are good to pick up too. A good example would be like College Station in Texas, where Texas A&M is. Anyways, you want to pick and target the suburbs first. So I'm just going to go out and start kind of collecting. You don't really even need to collect the keywords. Just make sure there's some form of search volume and stuff like that. Now, one thing I'm also going to show you guys that's really weird quickly, because the keyword tool is really inaccurate. You can see right here, you type in Texas rhinoplasty surgeon, doesn't show up with too much search volume, however. But if you go in here and you type in best rhinoplasty surgeon in Texas, it gets 90 search volume. All right, so this is one reason why you shouldn't really pay too much attention to some of the search volumes going on here. You can see it comes back kind of wildly sometimes. For example, we type in like rhinoplasty Dallas, gets 320 searches. But if we type in like a few different combinations of it, it comes back just wildly differently. So you can just really see the keyword planner really isn't too accurate in this kind of scenario. All right, so that is exactly how you want to layer it down, guys. All right, the next thing you want to do is you want to build a site based on layers targeting the suburbs. All right, so let me show you the rhinoplasty site real quick. All right, scroll down, go right here. Now, this site is built in a basic silo, all right, Dragonite silo. I've told you guys about this in the past. You can actually see it's a little bit of a mess right now. Now, the Dragon page on the site that I went into, and if you want to know about Dragon silos, you can hop into Infinitum below. It's 100% free your first 3 days. But anyways, the site is built in basically just a Dragonite silo, and it's interlinked in a silo fashion I covered in a post I made about 2 weeks ago. It's the second post on the homepage from here. So you can see I've just basically made a very rentable site, and it goes down through the silos targeting different suburbs in the area and so forth. All right, very, very, very simple site to set up. All right, you can see it's just copy and paste, same thing on every page. Now, one thing you can do, guys, to make sure that every single page is unique, you can see all this stuff right here. There is an actual text right here because I don't want the text to carry over to every single page. It's actually an image named Plano Rhinoplasty Surgery. All right, and I simply just have a call us to rent page right here, and then I have this and so forth. All right, very, very, very simple to do. So the next thing you want to then do, guys, is you want to go out there and you want to build 2 PR links. All right, I just built a PR2 and actually a PR3 and a PR4 link going to the site. Bada bing, bada boom. Use the guide that is in the PR guide strategy on SourceWave or the very in-depth guides inside Infinitum if you want to hit on that. All right, then all you want to do is put a good-looking rent theme on the site. I use the Medica theme. All right, you can Google that. Very simple. Very, very, very dang simple. Now, the final task, guys, once you go and get these rankings, it's very easy to do. Once you follow the silo strategy from the video before this and the PR strategy from the video before this, or gotten the cool stuff in Infinitum, I like to use e-lancers. All right, in fact, right now with my partner, we actually have just a professional cold call guy. All right, very, very simple. We actually have him on commission and a little bit of hourly. Now, let me show you how to do this, guys. And this is the best way to do it. You can go and hire cold call centers and stuff like that. That's a tad bit complicated. I don't see as many people actually doing that if that's what they have to do this strategy. So all you want to do is just go to Elance, and you want to go to cold callers and type in cold calling. And then you're going to go down here because nothing wrong with India. They just have accents. That doesn't sound good when they're getting called. And what you want to do is set the country to America. All right. And you have a list of people right here that will go and sell for you. All right. Now you're gonna have to pay them an hourly commission. That's pretty simple. 15 to 12 bucks an hour. Pretty dang easy. Now, how do you go? What script do you give them? How do you get them to sell the site? All right. Now I'm gonna be very honest right here. I'm almost ashamed to say you don't really need that great of a script. You basically give them the phone numbers of everybody in the Google Places, like I showed you before. Or you literally just copy it down, all right? Or you just say, go through the Google Places in Plano and Dallas and Allen, and then sell them, all right? And ask them, when you call them up, hey, we have a site showing up number 1 in Google, number 2, number 3 for this search. We see your business in this search. We're going to be renting this out to a blank type of surgeon in this area. We want to know if you want the spot. The person says yes, no. You go, okay, cool. We're going to be renting this out to somebody else. Are you sure you don't want this? No, we're good. Within about a week's time, 5 days' time, I was able to rent every single page. Well, actually, I was able to rent 5 pages on the site and the state ranking page, all right, for a little bit over $1,000. It was pretty dang neat. And you don't really need an award-winning sales strategy when you call up and say, look, we have the page on the first page of Google, number 1, number 2, number 3, would you like to rent this for 100, 150, whatever you feel comfortable selling it at. At that point, I took them through PayPal. All right. Now I could go into my PayPal account and be like proof. However, my PayPal account, I actually run a real business through this, and there's no point into that. It could be anything coming through my business. So there you go. But what I would do at this point is I would literally just have them go through PayPal, send them a PayPal button. You put it there. As long as the payments keep coming in every single month, you can set a reoccurring button very, very easily under Merchant Services. After you go and set up a reoccurring payment every single month, that is all there is to it. It's that damn simple. Now, what I like to do, and this, you can do whatever the hell you want, all right? If you want to just give them a picture of a cat with a link next to it, you, by all means, by golly gosh, you go out there and do that. However, what I like to do, I just have this simple theme. All right, you can get the theme. It comes with all this stuff right here. I just fill in their information for the doctor's place. I like the medical niche, and that is it. All right, fill it out, connect all the dots right there, or have someone else connect all the dots for you. Rent it per month. All right, that is it. That is it. That is the simplest way to do it. Site looks good. Throw their picture right here. Whatever they send you, whatever they give you, there you go. That is what I do. All right, it's very, 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 very dang simple, guys. So with that all being said, guys, that is how I was able to go out there and do this. It's a very, very simple strategy because you are basically selling SEO real estate that you already have. All right, it's not hard to sell an apartment right across from the Maverick Stadium. All right, it's not hard to sell someone property online that is right where all their customers are looking. It's very, very easy. Now, getting a client on board with you and getting them to pay you X amount of dollars per month when they're not even ranking to rank them, that's a bit of a challenge. It's not hard to do. It's actually very easy to do. However, it takes you selling a little bit. I know a lot of people aren't comfortable doing that. This right here is just the easiest damn thing in the whole entire world. So what I suggest you do right now, you want to go below, you want to get that list. Hit like. All right, you're going to get all that list of stuff, all the niches. All right, go out there, pick a niche. Now what you want to do if you're brand new to SourceWave, check out the PR guide, or better yet, join Infinitum for free. It's 3 days free. You can check it out. If you absolutely hate it, you don't have to pay anything. And also check out the siloing guide or the siloing guides inside of Infinitum. Then what you want to do, guys, go pick those high niches, rank them with a few PR links. It will take you a matter of days, right? Go out there. If you feel comfortable selling over the phone, it's really easy. You pick up the damn phone and you say, hey, dude, I'm showing up first in Google. You want to show up first in Google? Okay, dude. That's it, all right? Very damn simple. However, if you don't feel comfortable doing that, I know some people don't like picking up the phone, and the thought of doing work and calling people and selling stuff to make money is preposterous. So if you don't want to do that as well, or you are a person that has a lot of time constraints like I do, simply use an e-lancer. They're very, very easy. Hey, e-lancer, sell the easiest thing in the whole entire world. It's like selling someone a Ferrari. It's like telling them to sell a Ferrari to someone for $10. It's very damn easy. So with all that being said, guys, this is Becker. I hope you enjoyed this little case study. It's very, very simple way to make money. And if you have any questions, go below, hit me up. Within the first 3 days of this post, I will be responding within 24 hours. If it's like a year later and you're viewing this post, I probably might not say anything. Don't freak out. All right, this is Becker. Take it easy.
I never